Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. You know, they say the most exciting sounds in the world are the whistle of a train, an anchor chain, and the sound of an airplane engine. Probably true. It's probably true. Those sounds signal that adventure is coming, travel is coming. We're going to see something new. It's one of those things that we're losing with the internet age because we can see everything online. I mean, we just pull it up and look. I tend to agree with the professor from Good Will Hunting in that regard. Yeah, you can look at a photo of the Sistine Chapel, but you won't be able to tell me what it smells like in there, or how your voice echoes, or your footsteps. One of the problems that is coming with the internet age is that we are losing our desire for adventure. And with that, we're losing contact with strangers in strange places. We understand and we can look up how people act in different places, but we don't experience it. You know, there's a lot of stats about how little Americans travel abroad. There's a lot of stats about how little Americans leave their state. But the thing is, to get that experience, you don't have to travel that far. You don't have to leave. Because the odds are somewhere where you're at, whatever the community is, there's something worth seeing that you never have. But we don't leave anymore. We don't get out in our community. Doesn't matter where the community is. If you're in a major city, you know exactly what I'm talking about, though. You have a friend come to town, and they want to see Golden Gate Bridge. They want to go to the Statue of Liberty. And you've never gone. Because you live there. You take it for granted that you can go anytime. You know, it's like living near the beach. We don't go that much. It's right there. And we do. We take it for granted because we always think that we can go tomorrow. There may not be a tomorrow. No matter where you live, there's something worth seeing. There's a landmark. Even if it's not a major one. Even if it's just something that is significant and special to your community. You can get out and go there. And you can experience it. And that's why those sounds are exciting. You know, people say travel broadens the mind. It's not really travel. It's not the act of going from one place to another. It's the act of actually being in a community. It's the act of being present somewhere different. And it may not seem like it, but with how detached we've become from our communities, we can get that same effect and that same feeling a lot of times right where we live, because we aren't part of a community anymore. Not really. It could be as simple as going to a fair. You know, one of the things I love is taking my kids somewhere that it's something that for most of us mundane. But the first time they see a fair, a zoo, something like that, and they can interact with these different things that they've only seen on TV. You get to watch the phenomenon that I'm talking about take place right in front of you. It might be time, with as divided as the news and all of the things coming out right now, as divided as it makes us seem, it might be a good idea to get out and realize we're not really at each other's throats. We're not really on the verge of civil war. Not even close. It might be a good time to hear one of those three sounds, or even just the hum of your engine, the steps of your feet on the sidewalk, whatever. It might be time to visit your own community and experience it rather than just see it. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.